All right, hello everyone. My name is Dante. Hello, October Panic Attack YouTube page. Hope you're having an amazing, magical Halloween. I want to tell you today about haunting at the Waldorf. Yes, folks. Do you know what I'm talking about here? Yes, I think you do know what I'm talking about here. This is the haunting at the Waldorf Hotel. Yes. Now, this place has changed locations in the past 2 years, and this place has changed in the past couple of years. This is haunting at the Waldorf.com. If you're looking for the website, you can see it in our information section as well. Do you hear that music? That's the music actually from the website. They they originally, we remember them originally in Palmerton, and we haven't been there in a few years. And now they are at Country Junction, where you'll see like carnival rides in the background, and then all like the crazy packed Country Junction right there, in the middle of like seemingly nowhere. Now it's only about 12 to 15 minutes away from its original location in Palmerton. All right, so it's not really that far at all from its original location. But when you look at the location, it is miles apart in terms of the way it looks and everything else. And it's, what they did was, we weren't able to go there last year. I think they changed it last year. They moved last year or something. But what they did was they found like another really old hotel. They found another hotel, and this one is like, this one is, I would say, is more imposing and creepy and weird than even their original location in Palmerton. I mean, this hotel is really a stinking hotel. I mean, a freaking hotel. Okay. And then what they did was they didn't just have the haunting at the Waldorf Hotel. They added a hayride called Terror at the Corn. So they added this, or sorry, Terror in the Corn. Terror in the Corn. I had to look at my shirt here, folks. Look, I'm actually wearing a shirt right here. Look at that. Terror in the Corn. There it is. Look at that. It's crazy, huh? All right. Anyway, so it's the environment itself right there is really really cool because you have you go in and you hear like radio station music playing. You see like these carnival rides in the background, but they weren't on when we were there, and I don't think they're associated with Waldorf at all. There's food stands, there's merch stands, there's two like T-shirt stands type things where you can get keychains, T-shirts, things like that. There's benches and just a fun environment. That real fun type of environment. I don't think they do bonfires there or anything. You don't want, don't set any fires there, folks. No, but it has that type of vibe. You got benches, you got food, a really good looking food there. You got music playing, surround speaker sound. And then when it gets closer to the haunt starting, they start to play like horror movie soundtrack, music, which is really, really cool. So this is one of those places where it seems like the lines can get pretty long, especially at the hayride. So you want to make sure that you get there early. Go on their website, see when their off times are, like the times where maybe they don't get the biggest crowds. Use your wisdom on how to do that. But get there early. If you're gonna go on a Friday or Saturday night, get there like 45 to an hour before. Because we got there really early. We got there like an hour and 15 minutes before, and somebody was at the ticket booth, so we bought our tickets right there. And this is one of those places that the tickets that you get at the ticket booth are the tickets you're bringing up to the attractions. You don't have to get them converted or anything else like that, so you're fine there, okay? Now, we're going to look at the two attractions here. We have the Waldorf Hotel, the haunting at the Waldorf Hotel, and we also have Terror in the Corn. Let's start with the haunting at the Waldorf Hotel, okay? There's an amazing, shining movie, Jack Nicholson, type intro to this thing where you really feel alone. You really feel like you're in a hotel because you are in a hotel, okay? This is a real hotel with a real kitchen, a real restaurant, real bedrooms, a real bar. Folks, it looks like this has been isolated in a period of time, and it's just stayed there, and they haunted it out. Wild actors here screaming and humiliating you, calling you names and getting forceful with you. Everything is loud here, man. Very, very loud. They scream in your face. They're nuts. They have child actors in here, folks. Young, like 11 and younger actors in here that are disturbing, confrontational, and crazy. Happy birthday. You'll know what I mean. Holding a knife. Just crazy child actors, and there's also a group of like young boy child actors that are like really confrontational. you're going to be scared of kids after this, folks. If you haven't had kids, you might be really scared. You're probably not going to have them anymore. I haven't had kids yet. I don't know, you know. Oh, anyway, crazy lights in this place, the stuff that they do with their lighting. Corridors that are imposing, like, you know, the corridors, the corners, the hallways, elaborate settings using the actual hotel. It's outdoor and indoor and outdoor and indoor. It's a little bit physical as well, folks. Use your discretion with that. I'm not going to tell you what that means, but it's going to require some physicality from you in here. And if you're scared of tight spaces, if you're scared of the dark, all right, and you know, there with the very, very loud actors, which is the majority in here, you're also going to have some of the creepiest quiet actors. Shout out to the girl in the barn in the junkyard. Very, very creepy quiet actors, and that older woman with the white sheets inside. You know who you are. So there's this loud, abrasive actors, and then these very quiet, creepy actors as well. And the rooms are filled with distractions. They're filled with distractions, and the actors aren't really generally scared to cross some lines. Um, they give you distance in the line, by the way, too, to make sure that you don't run into other groups. But we did eventually have a group behind us run into us, and then we had the group in front of us run into us actually from the at the start, and then eventually it was just like a line of people. But that was, you know, if people go slow, it happened. But they try to really give you some distance in here. So for the beginning of the haunt, you know, it was just my wife and I. We were completely alone. We did eventually run into people, but they definitely try to keep a distance. But I would probably say the tail, like probably the last half of Waldorf Hotel, we were just a line of people. That said, the actors, that makes things a lot more difficult because we could be missing scares and things like that. But the actors were really making, you know, trying to scare everybody in the line. You know, it could be more claustrophobic and frustrating when you're in a line like that. But just know that that was not Waldorf's intention. But the actors were still successful at, you know, really making sure that everybody in this mass amount of line of people was getting scares and getting impacted in some way. Now, we're going to go to the Terror in the Corn attraction. The Terror in the Corn attraction, I think, has been new for like a couple years now, because at their original location in Palmerton, there was no cornfield out there. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that was a Palmerton Streets, I think Delaware Ave or whatever it's called. So there was no cornfield out there. Now these guys got a ton of room near Country Junction. It's like mass amounts of, you know, corn stalks and insanity. You know, for a city boy like me, it's a little freaky. Now, there is a wait for the hayride, so you have to remember that. So this line could be the longest line, I think, or in some way, or the slowest moving line in some way. So you have to understand that and take that into consideration. Okay, it'll be well worth your wait, folks. The Terror in the Corn, I believe there were 2 tractors out there, and the tractors the hayrides come back empty. Did you hear what I said? The hayrides come back empty. Did you ever see that before? I haven't. Not that I can recall. More on that later. There is an amazing, perfectly timed out professional theatrical intro to this and outro to this hayride. Really, really special, really, really cool. There's a monster actor who does the intro and the outro that is just perfect, and it's atmospheric, and it's awesome, and it's theatrical, and it gives you just a great sense of conclusion with the beginning and the ending. It's just very, very cool, and great. This hayride has awesome movie sets, like actual horror movie sets with the actual horror movie music in these sets. So there are victims that go on to the hayride and are being chased. You're going to see movie actor victims, okay? There are awesome sets, awesome music. There's different music for like every set, and sound effects for every set and everything else like that. And the best, I'm not giving you away a lot of stuff, folks, but the best, and I'm saying it right now, the best Freddy Krueger I have ever seen in a haunted house, hands down. Here at Terror in the Corn. There is a surprise at the end of the hayride that is completely original and involves the hayride's coming back empty, and I am not going to give it away here, but hopefully this piques your curiosity because it's completely original and I have not seen it before. There are weird characters on this hayride, movie actors. It is a long hayride, especially with the very surprising, weird outro to this hayride. The Terror in the Corn was actually our favorite attraction of the evening. I've loved them both. But the Terror in the Corn just really, really impacted me. And it's one of the most original, successful hayride experiences I've had. Really is. It's just a, it's in my tops. You know, it's just so unique, so original. And the Waldorf is a place as a whole. It's a place with great diversity, great horror diversity, outdoor and indoor experiences, even in places where you do not expect it. Very intense actors who cross lines that most don't want to cross in terms of humiliation and things like that. Excellent outdoor and indoor sets. And we did a set of commercials for the Waldorf, which you can see on our YouTube page and on their Facebook page. And in those commercials, you will see a series of actors that you will meet at some points at the Waldorf, somewhere, outside or inside. And hopefully you can see from those commercials that we've done, those weird commercials that we've done for them, how crazy and intense those actors can get, and how weird they can get, and how surreal they can get, and their talents, and how far they will go. So folks, check out those commercials on their Facebook page, on our YouTube page, and if you like what you heard here at The Haunting at the Waldorf, then go check them out. The Haunting at the Waldorf. Waldorf, we'd like to thank you for having us this night. And you're awesome. I want to, just give a shout out to the actors we worked with in the commercials, and of course, I just want to, I want to thank the amazing owners of this place, and they are as hardcore as the actors are. Angie, yeah. They are as hardcore, and this is a family, it looks like a family type business too. There are family members throughout the entire thing. And I really want to thank you for what you do here. And your move, I will say, the move from Palmerton to Country Junction was a very successful endeavor, because this place is very, very different than what it was before. So, thank you guys. Thank you, Waldorf. Happy Halloween, everyone. Come on, keep that Halloween magic going. Keep it going. You don't want to be the person in line who's just like, this is stupid. Then don't go. Keep the magic going, folks. Happy Halloween, and thank you, Waldorf.